Rather than having your kitchen towels hanging on the cabinet or over the sink, I found this over-the-door rack. It just hangs right over the cabinet door like so, and then you can hang your towel from it. It's functional and I think it looks a lot nicer. Now for the dreaded under the sink area. Mine was a complete mess, as you can see. So the first thing I did was emptied everything out and discarded whatever was old or not used anymore. And then I took my magic eraser and just wiped down the area to clean it off. I decided to put my most reach for items on this hanging rack that I found. So I put these cleaning wipes, dishwashing liquid, and my DIY all-purpose cleaner, which is just 50% distilled white vinegar and 50% water, and also some extra sponges. So these are the things that I tend to reach for the most, and having them here makes them very convenient and easy to grab. From there, I just neatly stacked the rest of my items under the cabinet so it's no longer complete chaos, and I now only have down here things that I actually use. So rather than just having my sponges and dishwashing products sitting out like this, I got this sponge organizer that has multiple compartments in it, and I like that this area for dish brushes expands to accommodate longer brushes. A little trick for getting the suction cups to really stick on well is to rub them with a little bit of Vaseline, and it will help give them better suction. And this one in particular has a steel bar on the top to prevent it from slipping down, which I really liked about it. And now my dishwashing sponges and brushes are neatly organized and stacked away on the side of the sink. Next, moving on to the countertop area, one thing I changed up recently that I really like is instead of having a paper towel dispenser that takes up counter space, I installed this under the cabinet dispenser. So now it's out of the way, but also within reach whenever I need it. So you just load on your paper towels like so, and you can grab them one-handed, which is super handy when you're cooking. Another countertop organizer I have is this fruit basket, which I really like because it has a nice sleek design to it and it looks nice on the countertop, and it's also functional. So I have my vegetables on the top and fruit on the bottom. Now for some kitchen supplies and kitchen tool organization ideas. First, for various tray liners like foil, parchment paper, cling wrap, etc., I found this over-the-door contraption that works perfectly. So by having them stored this way, you can have them out of the way and maximize the space you have inside of your cabinets. They're also really easy to grab when they're just on the side of the cabinet like this. Now, my pots and pans situation needed a lot of work. It was chaos under there. So I found these pan racks that you can use to stack your pans. Personally, this is one of the best organization products I've ever bought because before this, getting pans out used to be such a hassle and really loud. And now, because they're neatly stacked, I could just grab them easily and quietly. For the top drawer in my kitchen, I used this paper tray that I got from the dollar store to put clips and straws in. I put that in the back of the drawer, and then in the front, I personally like using these individual silverware trays because you can configure them however you want, and they're also really easy to pop in the dishwasher when you need to clean them. For cutting boards, I like this stackable system, so I stack them from the largest to smallest cutting boards, so it's really easy to get the size cutting board that I need. And random side note, I recently discovered these mini cutting boards that are a little bit bigger than the size of my phone. And these are just so handy to have around the kitchen if you just need to chop one small thing rather than having to use a giant cutting board. Now for a few other random things that I organize around the kitchen. First, for pet supplies, I like to keep my dog's food stored in these cereal containers because it helps keep them fresh and it also makes it easy to pour. I also use these silicone kids bowls for her food and water because they're the only things that I could find that don't slip around and scare her, and you could just pop them in the dishwasher. Now I take my tea organization seriously because I'm a tea addict, so I found this acrylic container that I absolutely love, and I have all my favorite teas stacked in here and I can easily sort through them. It's kind of like an old school library index system. And for my loose leaf teas, I got this stackable container so that I can maximize space in my little tea cabinet. Also, I didn't touch on pantry organization in this video because I have an entire dedicated video just to pantry organization, so I will have that link below, and I